come back in like full focus, but if I do, just please ignore me.
Okay.
You guys are good to go.
Man. Oh, headphones on?
Yeah. Encourage, but not mandatory.
There we go. Yeah.
Is anything truly mandatory?
Man, is it? That's a good ass point. What's this right here? I thought it was a little blood pressure meter.
Oh wait, what's that? I can move that out your way. Are we rolling? We rolling? You know this?
No. Oh, yeah.
I was about to say, I'm surprised.
Yeah, no, I know this, man. You know, this dropped on somebody's prom.
Come on.
Somebody's prom, like in the 40s.
Yeah.
It was like, oh, they playing that shit. Somebody's granddaddy saw a calf muscle that night, and that's what he knew. That's the woman I'm going to marry. I saw that calf muscle on her.
Man. Like, we have so much, right? We got TikTok. We have, the internet. We could see women all day long in our phones.
Mm-hmm.
Back then, they just had their imagination game was probably crazy.
Well, that and the fact that all the coochies were hairy, so it was really just like, I mean, think about it, dog. Like, a full hairy bush is like a bikini to these kids now. Like, you're pretty much fully dressed.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you're pretty much, if I don't see no lip, I mean, you're pretty much, you have on a sweater down there.
But they got that off because it was a mystery.
Yeah.
So it's just like, I guess it's what it is.
Well, and another thing, too, is that a lot of, you look at a lot of pictures, man, a lot of ugly women were wifed up. A lot. And their husband like, man, this is the best looking woman I've never seen in my life. And then,
right.
He might, he's like, man, it's some mannequins in here or something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's like, man, it's just, we're spoiled, but I think that makes the love more true now. I have so many options that if I choose you,
right,
that in itself is a statement of like,
right. Know that I'm making a choice.
Know that I'm making a conscious
sound
decision
choice. Yeah,
of sound body and mind to choose you.
Oh man, you made it sweet.
You know what I'm saying?
Start getting blue, and then it went sweet.
Hey, man,
you know what I'm saying? That's what R&B is all about.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Rhythm and the blues.
Man,
you know?
R&B ain't about rhythm and blues no more, man. R&B is about like perks and.
Nobody wants to take a L. Part of the blues is admitting that you took a L.
Yeah.
And everybody wants to be up all the time.
That's true. Rap, I blame rap for that.
Yeah, because rap is I'm up
rap
all the time.
Up all the time. Don't nobody want to hear your struggles in rap. Like, struggle rap is dead. I can't remember the last time I heard a struggle rap.
Right. A struggle single, even more rare. Like where I struggled and we pressed it and released it to the world.
There started from the bottom, now we here. And even that in itself is a present tense. We're here now.
Yeah.
We started from the bottom. Nothing is like lights getting turned off tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Like, none of that. Like, They don't embrace brokenness, man.
Right.
They don't embrace brokenness.
Life Jennings embraced it.
Yeah, for real.
Must be nice. Like, I felt that.
Yeah, but it just was like, it's like, ugh, man. I hate people like that, man. Like, you got a nice sandwich, or you grabbing right beside. Is that a sandwich, man? Must be nice. Your mama made that for you? Must be nice. Like, man, goddamn, nigga. Get a parent. Nigga, I don't know what to tell you, bruh.
He was trying to tell you a thug got feelings, too.
Yeah, nigga. A nigga try to must be nice his way into fucking your bitch, too. You know what I'm saying? Oh, your lady make your plate for you? Must be nice. Like, man, get your bitch ass out of my house. Get this broke ass nigga out of my crib, man. Must be nice if your lady appreciate, man. Shut the fuck up, or she gonna want to fuck you. Must be nice have you a lady like that, man.
Oh,
I don't know why I'm adding a little Terrence Howard to him, but I feel like
I mean, his singing voice is kind of that character a little bit.
It's kind of manny.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's kind of manny, bro.
Ooh.
It must be nice, man. All right, man, turn this nigga off, man. I take that back. I don't want to hear no struggles now. That's like, man, shut up. Get a haircut, nigga. Then you might know what it's like. Somebody want to be there for you. Oh, he fucks with his hookers.
It's the dark side of the imagination game. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He done imagined too much where he done started imagining some stuff that's, not in his field.
He's telling us his real life, you know? Like, must be nice, man. Have somebody who, not charging you for sex. Like, whoa, bruh. TMI.
Window Shopper, I feel like Window Shopper, but it was for a movie.
Nah, Window Shopper, they was teasing niggas. Nigga, you're a window shopper, and you mad at me.
Oh, yeah, that is
you know what I'm saying?
True. Yeah,
Nigga, you're a window shopper. It was shaming window shoppers.
You know what? It was blues to me because I was the person in the window.
You were
In
internalizing
05?
it.
Yeah, in 05, it was like 50. Curtis was talking to me.
I was on 50 and May side. Like, look at these window shopping ass niggas. To the point where I was just going in buying shit blind. I never even took the time to window shop to see what I liked. I would go through the mall. First store I go in, I got to buy something because I'm not a window shopper. Then I get 2 stores down, see something I like. I can't afford it now.
Right.
I should have fucking window shopped. Thanks, 50 and Mace. Niggas driving through Monaco in a Porsche that didn't even exist yet.
Yeah. Big cup. I ain't never seen a cup that big.
Nigga. Come on, man. Must be nice.
Oh, man. CP, have you seen Sinners?
Yeah, I have, man. I liked it a lot.
Yeah.
I loved it. I loved it even. I'm sick of explaining why I loved it so much. Like, dog,
I feel you.
It's like, man, I just liked it, man. Like, why is it a big... But where was the Indians at? Like, man, I don't know, man.
Right.
It's a movie.
It's a movie.
We sat there and watched Look Who's Talking, Look Who's Talking To, and Look Who's Talking Now.
Right. Right. TOO. Yeah.
Like, dog, like, why would we, like, how did all those sperm have voices? And those niggas are just dead? All those souls are just dead. All those sperm souls, nobody said shit.
Right.
Nobody was like, this don't deserve no sequel. Look who's talking too. It's like, nigga, the dogs was talking. When the kids got too old where they could just talk in human words, here come the dogs, Roseanne, and it's like, come on, man. y'all ain't go Ryan Coogler me to death, dog. God damn, the nigga did what he did, and I liked it.
I liked it. It's an April release.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I honestly feel like if you go back and look at older years, movies were events a lot more often.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we look at like 92, 93, 94, 95. It's like every couple months, it's a movie that everybody's talking about.
Nigga, Bad Boy. I remember when Bad Boys 1 came out, they was shooting in the theater. Nigga, that shit was so exciting.
Man.
I'm glad I made it, but you know what I'm saying? Like, shout out to Detroit.
Everybody at the bus stop, I'm younger, so everybody at the bus stop was just like hype about it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Lying. We didn't see it, but we lying. We making up stuff. It's like, then Shanae grabbed the Glock and was like, oh my goodness, like, we going crazy, you know?
But like, though, I remember even when Amistad came out, that was a big ass deal. That
was a conversation starter for sure.
Conversation starter for sure.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so I think that it's definitely
Spielberg was talking trash to somebody like, yo, I could do another one.
Yeah.
I could do another slave joint.
I could do the slave joint.
Yeah,
you know, this fall.
I'm gonna produce it, but you know what I'm saying? Yeah. We back to the ships. We going even further back.
Give us free. It's like, nigga, what? Oh man, I know English teachers everywhere was like, no, that's not how you put that sentence together. No, us is not the conjunction for the. You know what I'm saying? But
still, it was a sound bite. You know what I'm saying? We bought it. We was like, yeah.
And so I think with this, man, I think you know, it left a lot to be interpreted. I've seen rumors where they're about to have like 8, 9 more sinners, like damn near like prequels, and I mean, because it was set up like that. I want to know what happened with Capone and all of them who they robbed back in Chicago. I want to know about when they killed their dad. I want to know what the Indians knew, them Indians. You know what I'm saying? I want to know, you know, the side of it from the Klan, like. You know, the Klan kind of came out of nowhere. Like, you know, I see that they tried to lay it in a little bit, and as a writer, I get it. But it was like, that was a pretty big scene. That was like the trailer scene when he was busting that Tommy gun. That shit had nothing to do with what happened last night.
Right. But it's in the movie.
Yeah, it's in the movie.
And they showed it to you. You think they about to be busting at the vampires with the silver bullets like that.
Exactly.
Nah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Vampire movies. Do you like them?
I don't think I really all the people listing they vampire list and stuff showed me I really did not dive into vampire movies like that. So I think that's might be why I was so hyped for this. Is it's like I don't really remember the vampires popping off outside of like Blade.
So I remember Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter. It was one of my favorite vampire movies.
I was
Bro, listen, they could have came up with a better title. Right?
Yeah.
To help people take the movie seriously. I'm not sure how.
Wait, we were supposed to take Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter seriously?
Bro, listen to me, dog. Where's my camera? Bro, listen. Real movie goers out there are going to feel me. Real movie buffs, movie savants, whatever you want to call it.
Oh, so my card is taken.
No, I'm not taking your card. But there's another notch you can get on your black belt.
Okay. All right.
Another certification you could get.
Yeah.
Clunk, clunk, stamped onto your card.
Yeah.
Bro, movies like that, very, very, I'm going to be honest with you, bro. Very, very similar to Sinners, dog.
I could see that. And
it was a period piece.
Right.
It involved elements of slavery, right? And the vampires was there. They were eating the black people, but it was. I mean, Anthony Mackie was in it.
Okay.
I mean, it was a really, really good movie. If you like Sinners, I would implore you to go and watch Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter. I know it sounds crazy. The nigga had a fucking shotgun made into his axe, so he would cock the axe head back and. The bottom, man, that shit was so sweet, man. Bro, listen to me, dog. This is CP telling you, bro.
No. I'm hearing you, and honestly, it would need to be you to sell me on this movie.
I promise you, dog.
It's not too many people who could.
That movie, I wish, like, man, that movie is it's a shocker. It's a shocker of how good it is. It's a young director who is just trying to get his shit off.
Yeah.
And he threw it all at the wall.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you get a chance to make a movie and you don't think that it's gonna, like, bro, he got his green light. And that nigga said, huh. Nigga, that shit was cold, bro.
Yeah.
Cold. Like, you know.
All right.
And it was
I'm gonna check it out.
It was one of those period pieces that tied into real life, similar to Sinners.
Well, I think that's the part that is throwing me.
What you mean?
Because we know about Abraham Lincoln.
But this makes you feel like there's shit that you didn't know. This movie ties so well into history, like a Forrest Gump, right? Where it's like, oh, okay, yeah, Forrest Gump taught Elvis how to dance, and then he never got credit for it, and then it moved on, and Elvis became Elvis, and oh, yeah, Forrest Gump told that nigga, don't worry, be happy, and he went and made that song, and that was that. And I mean, it's like that, bro. It's like, oh, shit. And he freed the slaves because this was going on, and, you know, the war brought about this, and it was like spirits that was on that battlefield. It was crazy shit.
Yeah.
Crazy shit. I'm like, nigga, what? Shout out to T. Kirkland. It's like, who raised you? Who made this movie?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how I felt, bro.
Interesting. So he's still doing Abraham Lincoln stuff around the vampire.
He's still Honest Abe.
Yeah.
He's still like a very, very noble dude.
Okay.
He talks about how his mom passed away, and how, yeah, bro, like vampires were very prevalent during that time, and it makes you think, bro.
Yeah.
It makes you think, like, what the fuck was going on? Because, like, bro, if you like Sinners, if you love Sinners, I suggest going and watching Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter, because it's right. It's like a white Sinners a little bit, but it's really, really good, bro. And we got Anthony Mackie in it, so you know, one thing he gonna do is come in there and look like he knows some shit about you. They,
right.
But yeah, bro, it was good. It was good, man. But I love Sinners, though. I love Sinners. I love, talking about it. I just don't like defending it, bro. Like, it's not my movie to defend, bro. Like,
no. I just don't like the people who decide to review a movie for the first time and they ain't never been out here critiquing. They got a number system.
Yeah.
They be like, it's a so-and-so out of 10. It's like, where these numbers come from?
Yeah.
This is your first post telling me how you feel about a movie.
My thing about Sinners, man, honestly, it'd be like one of them cats. My thing is, man, why the fuck? But I had questions. Okay, so like, what's your top Sinners question? If you had one question to ask, what's your top Sinners question?
My top Sinners question.
All right, I'm Ryan Coogler, and you asking me. All right, so basically in Sinners, I felt like what we was trying to do in Sinners, we was trying to capture 70mm finish, and then sometimes we shoot it down to like 35mm footage, and then Sinners has a way of being Sinners. All right, so ask me a question, and I'll try and explain it to you. The Sinners.
I felt like the end, Coogee Sweater, Jesus Peace, didn't feel like 92. I thought
like 97.
I feel like I don't know if vampires rock with Jesus like that.
And he had on the Jesus piece.
But maybe that goes along with something that happened earlier.
I think it goes along with the fact that Remick reminded him that shit was not what was going to say. I think that the ultimate reality in that movie was that the religion that was given to them was not the religion that was going to protect them like you thought. Right? Like, I ain't see none of the holy water shit work. I ain't see none of the prayers work.
Right.
I didn't see none of the, you know what I'm saying? It's steak through the heart, garlic. But I didn't see none of the, the traditional church things work on those vampires.
Got you.
And so that was very interesting to me because, if you were to enslave a people and give them a false sense of security by telling them that the tooth fairy was taking their teeth and all, you know what I'm saying? Like, you would kind of entrap them in this moment of misinformation.
Right.
And so, like, here we are thinking a cross could say it was from a vampire, and you see them movies where, like, Exorcist, nigga, the cross, she took that cross and started masturbating with the cross. She was like, now I don't give a fuck about, you know what I'm saying? It's like, the power of Christ compels you, and nigga, they was like, man, get your ass out of here.
The exorcism movies is interesting because it's like, how much of this really went down? Like, how much, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, like, bro, I'm not giving that much credit to these people. These are the people who can't make up their own dances, can't make up their own fucking culture and all of that, but they making up all this shit about these movies. Nah, there's some shit going on, bro. That's my opinion, though. But, okay, my question on Sinners involves this. If the vampires were already in the juke joint, why did they have to run out to be invited back in if they was already in? And if the white girl who's really black got invited in, which is how she bit that nigga Stack in the first place, and why did she have just the appetite for Stack? Right? Like, the real person that they were chasing was Sammy. all the vampires shared the same views and opinions and like objectives as Remick. When he bit you, he could read your memories, understand everything about you. That's how they knew about the Chinese woman's daughter.
Yeah.
Right? So why did she have a specific point to go in there and get stacked? Then she got invited in. How many need to get invited in? Right? Because if you just invite her in, she is the collective conscious. So they all should have been invited in right then. Then, if that's the case, the Chinese woman said, "Come on in, motherfucker." Who was she talking to? Because if they need a specific instruction to come in, then that's one thing. Because they already invited. So
people know what motherfuckers mean.
Okay, I get it.
They hear that, they're like, "Oh, what? That's our cue.
That's
Let's
all
go."
of us, right?
Come
But
on.
okay, so they
Stop
bit
jigging.
the white. So they bit the white girl, sent her back in, right?
Okay.
They let her in.
So I'm thinking Stack is a chess piece, right? They collect their consciousness, right? So they know that she knows a lot about Stack, right? Also, he about the paper, so she gets the Transylvania money. You know what I'm saying? Gives it to Stack. Now he's like, "Oh, we cool, okay." Open Stack up. Now, they know that she can get along with Stack. So to me, I wasn't bumped by that. Now I gotta watch it again to see how she got in, if she was invited in.
She got invited in, but she was in though, bro.
But she was in, yeah.
She bit him. She bit Stack, and then she ran out. Stack knocked the door down, and then ran past everybody to run out.
Yeah.
To go and dance a little jig, and then not be invited back in until the Chinese lady.
Yeah. I like that. I like that vampires need a warrant to get in.
But why?
I do like
but
that.
They're in though.
I do like
them playing by the rules.
I do like
you know
that.
what I'm saying?
They're like,
I do like them being like, as much as I want to eat, y'all got to go outside. You know what I'm saying? I feel that, but it's just like, and then we supposed to believe that Stack is a strong enough vampire, along with the white girl, that they can take a promise that they're not going to fuck Sammy over. Then Remick is who turned her. But everybody who Remick turned died when he died.
But I think that he's a vampire, but he's also a twin. So it's like that maybe twin powers.
What about the white girl? She not no twin either though.
She not a twin.
She the one who got it directly bit by Remick.
We don't know that.
I mean, well, we
don't know that.
We know that the three of them out there are the three that one of them bit her, unless she was already a vampire before she got there that night.
Oh. Because how they know about the club the first night of the club?
They could hear the music. Remember, Sammy was playing the roof off that bitch.
Got you. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So they showed up for Sammy. So it's kind of like, so for me, it was like, as an intelligent moviegoer, I was like, what about that though? What about that though? And I loved it. Mm-hmm. But it's like, what about that? I wonder what's up with that.
Yeah. I don't know. I liked it. I felt like I let the movie set up its own rules, and I liked that the movie had rules and followed them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, yeah. I don't know, man. I think people expecting a lot from what other vampire movie has caught the type of fire like this? You know what I'm saying?
There hasn't been one.
Yeah, it's a vampire movie.
I keep telling you, Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter was a classic, but it flopped. It flopped in the box office. Apparently, I guess people don't like movies. You know
because we think we would have known if Abraham Lincoln would have been a vampire
the way
hunter.
The story is told, it explains to you why you would not know.
Right.
It was erased from history. Bro, I came away from that movie being like, dog, I wonder if that shit is real. This nigga laughing in my face.
No.
I came away from that movie being like, man, he honest, but he could have been lying about this shit.
It did start a trend because I feel like, is that before Django? And Inglorious Bastards, or is that like around the same time?
It's all around the same time.
That's all around the same.
I think
where,
that
like,
might be before Django though.
Playing with history is like a. I mean, I guess Forrest Gump.
But Django had his own history though. I don't think Django played with too much. I mean, slavery as a whole is just like an establishment that you can just manipulate when it happened. But I don't think they tied it to anything like Juneteenth or anything that kind of felt like, you know what I'm saying, our realm. You know.
But like Once Upon a Time in Hollywood took like documented events and like changed them.
Oh yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but it's there in like a mockumentary kind of style.
But and it also like it plays on how much you know. Like if you know a lot about like the Manson murders and stuff, then it kind of plays on those expectations of like, oh, this is not gonna be pretty for this person, and then it kind of flips that.
Yeah, I can see that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. In Detroit, did y'all ever have like a preppy era? Were y'all ever like prepped out?
Man, I don't. So it didn't happen when I was in Detroit. I guess when I was in 12th grade or so, I started kind of like. But I'm a noob. So like when I got to college and pledged, you know, you couldn't keep us out of Express with wearing them sweaters and you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you know, so like Express Men and all that, they, you know, they kept niggas with them little lion dragons.
Yeah.
That was on your shirt.
Right.
You know, I went through a phase, man, of a weird, sports coat, jeans, sweater.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Combination. A
Mm-hmm.
lot of layers plus a coat. You know, you know, I went through a time where I dressed like I was on Harlem Nights.
Okay.
Yeah, you know
you went there with it.
Yeah, I did. I
Yeah.
did. Had a bow tie undone over the sweater.
Okay.
So the bow tie just hangs. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know.
To the club.
I regret it. I regret it. I'm not gonna lie to you. Yeah.
I mean, I don't know how it was where you were. Where I was, there were like strict dress codes that were very like, you know, coded.
Yeah, I can see that.
There were times where like if I had my jeans like in the tongue of my sneakers, they'd ask me to take it out.
Really?
Like yeah.
Damn.
Like that's not even you know what I'm saying? That's not affecting
not even a thing.
Anybody here. I still have on high tops.
And everybody can still have fun. Right.
It's not a safety hazard to have, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. Like it felt like they were policing what people were wearing, but also you're young and you want to go out and you don't want to feel like immature, like, oh man, like you know what I'm saying? You see older people conforming, so I think it caused you to conform. And now like post pandemic, people wear sweats anywhere.
Post pandemic for sure, but I also think that there came a time when how you dress was like a freedom thing. It's like I don't gotta dress up to go to work.
Right.
I had to do that. I don't want to do that no more. You know what I'm saying? As a matter of fact, I look richer not having to have that collar and leash on.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Or at least I feel richer. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel more like an individual. Like what would Jay-Z wear today? Jay-Z would wear whatever the fuck he want. What would Lil Wayne wear? Lil Wayne would wear something purple. You know what I'm saying? With like a spider on it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, it's just like success started to dress different. And I think that's all we was trying to do was just kind of look successful and look, you know, like we was something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Fools. We were fools is what we were. But, you know, back then, that's all niggas wanted to do was look like they was something. Then if you went to a job interview, you would go up a notch from that.
Right.
Now you in there looking like Black Ron.
Yeah.
Taking your watch out your pocket like right on time.
You in the club, you got all this stuff on. Like how quick before you like, all right, I gotta delayer?
Well, delayering for me was pulling my shirt and jacket behind my phone clip.
Okay.
Right? To show that I was strapped up in there with a phone.
Yeah.
Then probably unbutton the top two buttons and get me a Corona with some cherry grenadine in it, and I walk around the club with that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Corona with the grenadine.
Corona with the grenadine. Kappa Corona. A Corona with a K, you know? And rather, walk around the club with that, increasing my blood sugar immensely. And then, take my hat and T.I. it. Let my forehead breathe. That's how you let your layers out. You had to T.I. your hat to let your forehead breathe.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because the hat get all sweaty up in here. Then you start getting warping. So you really want to kind of like peel that back from your forehead and lift that up just to give you a little breeze. That's what I used to do. That was a great cool down. For all you niggas losing your hair, peel that hat forward and lift it up and get that cool down on that forehead. It's the game changer. It is a game changer.
I used to hate when the hat would have like a white inside.
Oh my God. Yeah. Embarrass me. Show me the bacteria and dirt from my face. I don't know where that dirt came from.
I don't know either.
Man.
It would start with like a little line.
Yeah.
And then after a while, it'd be like, man, I don't want to see this.
Yeah. And then the back of my neck on a T-shirt. Luckily, as I'm older now, I guess my neck is cleaner. Way cleaner. But when I was a young man, dog, the back of my shirts used to look crazy.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, the back of that.
If I wear a dress shirt now, it would get crazy, and I'd be like, "Yo, what's up with these dress shirts nowadays?"
Yeah. Nah, not no more. All my dress shirts be pretty cool now. I'm kind of proud of myself and my neck. You know what I'm saying? I'm proud of my neck, man. We done came a long way. I used to have a little Sealy from Color Purple neck. You know what I'm saying? But that shit just I increased my cleanliness, I guess. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man.
Nobody talks about their neck routine. They always talk about their face routine. Nobody talks about their neck routine.
Well, because what if it was a game show? You know what I'm saying? You think you all crispy and clean, and then they run up on you with a camera like, excuse me, guys, you're on a game show called Wipeout. Here's a very simple rules. We have an alcohol wipe, right? We're going to wipe the back of your neck, ear to ear. If it comes back clean, you get $10 million. If it doesn't, you go to prison for a year. Ready? They be like, no, I'm good. I'm all right. I don't want to play that, man. I'm good. That's okay. Let's up the ante. Same alcohol wipe, cracking your ass. $20 million or 2 years in prison. You be like, bitch, get away from us. This gay ass shit. The fuck? Talk about what I look like? Lay out, wipe my ass. The fuck out of here. Your girl gonna be like, why can't they wipe your ass? Like, shut up, bitch. You don't even understand. That gay ass shit. Wiping somebody's ass. What the fuck kind of shit is this? Hello?
It's Wipeout.
Your girl be at work the next day. Can I ask y'all a question? Talking to all her male friends. Can I ask y'all a hypothetical question real quick? Ain't nobody gonna let you wipe their ass with an alcohol wipe to possibly go to prison, nigga. Alcohol wipe?
Alcohol wipe is crazy.
Alcohol wipe take you down to the bare molecules of what skin is.
Yeah.
So anything on that skin, man, please. Man, please.
I do hate that the baby wipe and the alcohol wipe are like first cousins.
Well, the baby wipe is the baby cousin. You know what I'm saying? Like, you feel me?
Yeah.
Like, I think what we're missing is the peroxide wipe. Like, that's what do we have those? Is it a peroxide wipe out there?
That's too dangerous.
Is it?
I think it's too dangerous.
Why?
I don't know. When I was a kid, that was the only chemical I knew about. It was peroxide.
Oh, it's one of my favorites.
And it was like...
The bubble up?
Yeah, you put it on a scar, bubble up, but then they'd be like, oh, this one girl, she tried to put it on her teeth and then her gums turned white. You know what I'm saying? It'd be all them stories growing up.
Yeah, I remember that too. They had peroxide toothpaste.
There was
baking soda peroxide with the toothpaste.
There was people
baking
that felt like...
peroxide.
They could dye their hair with peroxide.
Yeah, you could put peroxide in your hair, too. I never did that before.
Yeah.
I wasn't allowed to do no shit like that. I remember one time I mixed some peroxide and some witch hazel and some alcohol and some Windex, and when I woke up, I woke up like, damn! You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. I don't know, man. Peroxide wipe seems like it's the cousin that's missing. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think
Alcohol wipe and peroxide wipe take a walk on Thanksgiving and go smoke and come back. Baby wipe is over there just learning how to talk. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't be fragrance free. That's that's a fucking newborn baby wipe.
Okay, if you probably got to wear gloves with the peroxide wipe, why don't you just make a peroxide glove?
I do you one better.
Okay.
Fuck it. Why don't they start making toilet paper gloves?
Toilet paper gloves?
I mean, just to
Then you could really like,
niggas
you know
be
what I'm
like,
saying?
niggas start with that hand blade.
Yeah.
And then take that bitch and peel it over your hand.
Yeah.
And a real nigga peel it over his hand and wipe his ass with the inside. Put it out! So you be like, put it out! Peel off, pa-pa! You know what I'm saying? Clean his ass, walk around in school. With a TP glove in your, and you keep like,
paper glove.
you can't keep like 5 of them in your wallet, and they be kind of tough. You know what I'm saying? Almost like a church usher glove, which I'm sure a church usher didn't had to take that glove and put that bitch. Voila! You know what I'm saying? I know somebody had to voila. It just seemed like the most comfortable. Voila!
Have you ever had to use something that wasn't like? Have you ever been outside a bathroom and had to do your thing?
Yep, a leaf.
A leaf, yeah.
I hope that it wasn't poison ivy.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Take you back to
I
Scouts.
thought my ass would be itching, but then again, I was a dirty little nigga. So my ass probably like, well, when I was a little fella, man, I used to hate getting in the shower, dog. I used to be like outside. Right? That's how I was never no grown man without no fucking toilet paper.
Oh yeah, of course.
I was like probably like
no,
11.
I wasn't gonna put an age on it. I wouldn't even ask you to do that. You know what I'm
I was
saying?
like 11.
Yeah.
I was like 11, man. Was right on Schoolcraft in Detroit. Took a shit by this tow truck company. And right in the alley. And they had some leaves right there. Bam, kept it moving. Honestly, I don't know enough about botanical shit to know what kind of leaf I put up my ass. It could have been something dangerous.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like if it's an oval, you good, but that might just be like prejudice.
Is that true? Oval leaves are pretty good?
I don't know. I know what poison ivy looks like.
I wasn't finna say no crunchy ass leaf.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But like, I feel like an ovally leaf, but I don't know.
Yeah. I never thought about it like that, but I would imagine.
There was one time I had to drop a deuce. I was coming from the bus stop far from the crib, like maybe an hour walk.
Yep. Oh,
Knew I couldn't make it. Knew if I shit it on myself, I would just be bringing it home. Mm-hmm. I might as well let it loose.
Yep. Let it go.
It makes you wonder what things were like in the like old, like before bathrooms. Like say you're a knight and you got on chain metal, you got on actual metal, and it's that time. You know what I'm saying? You don't even got time to like. But then there's probably that's probably part of night culture. It's just like, yeah, sometimes, you know what I'm saying? You steaming it up in there.
Man, that's the worst, bro. Like, bro, when you know you going crazy, you got to hit that flush. I mean, I ain't talking about you, obviously.
Right.
I'm just saying, when you know you going crazy in public, man, you got to hit that flush, bro.
Oh, yeah. Throughout.
You got to hit that
Throughout.
flush,
You
man.
Can't trust the flush, the first flush to be like the last
like
flush.
the only flush.
Yeah.
Nah, bro.
Yeah,
and I think a lot of people, I ain't going to lie, and I had to get over this. A lot of people want to stand back and just look at that doo-doo that they just made. And just be like, all of it in its entirety. I want to see, like, okay, cool. That was, you know what I'm saying? That's what was in me. But you can't be responsible. I mean, you can't be irresponsible. You got to let that go. Bam, bam. At least 2 flushes. Bam, bam.
Right.
Because it's all about air quality, right? It's the tiny space between your ass and the water is what you really are fucking up. You know what I'm saying? That's what's really, like, manifesting. Now, while you sitting on it, it's kind of like being, you know what I'm saying? But bam, when you get up, man, so you got to keep flush that down, man, straight up. I don't know how we got here, but you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
You got to flush that down, bro.
Nah, I really was trying to take us to like history and stuff. But
can I tell you something? I used to think that white people had white shit and I had brown shit because I'm brown skinned.
Wow.
Because you don't look at enough people's shit. And I saw some white dog shit, and the dog was white, and I was like, yeah, I'm starting to piece things together on my own out here in this world. And I went to summer camp, and there was a little white kid, my first time being around white kids, and I was taking the shit, and I looked down, and I see some white ankles, so I know that somebody else taking the shit next to me. Dude's white, so I tapped on his stall.
No.
And I was like, "Hey, man, they said don't flush." And he was like, "What?" I said, "Yeah, they said don't flush, man. Basically, so leave your shit
You were
in there."
even smoother than I would have been as a kid. I would have been like, "Hey, let me see."
Oh yeah, and I wouldn't do that. You know what I'm saying? And so I was
They
expecting
said
to
no
go over
flush.
there and see a fucking cluster of hot dogs. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I was thinking. There'll be some hot dog color shit. But it wasn't. And I was like, man, maybe he was mixed. I didn't really see his face. You know what I'm saying?
He was probably stressed out. Like, oh man, everybody's gonna know I boo-booed out.
Well, no, he didn't give a fuck. He was like, all right, cool. Well, hey, you got it. And I was like, cool. And then, yeah, I ain't flushed mine either because I needed, like, a control group. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Then an experimental group.
When I was in school, if you boo-booed, that was the worst thing that could ever happen.
Yeah.
That
nah,
was
for
the,
real.
like...
We didn't have no stall doors because they took the stall doors off.
Kids would swing on the doors,
Yeah.
break the doors. I went to a brand new school. First year of the school. Did not matter. Them stall doors was gone. And they would, like, jump up. They would,
Look
like,
over.
jump under. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
like, it was literally crazy.
Man, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I had to beat the shit. I told my mom that I couldn't shit at school, and she had a fucking fit. And she went up there, and then yeah, I know. I had one
It
of
was
those
like
moms.
a snitch situation.
I had one of those moms who was
You were a
like,
whistleblower.
Yeah. Yep. Because you know what? Because she always made me feel like it was a safe place.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you could tell me. And I'd be like, oh, you sure? She'd be like, yeah. I'd be like, woo, I'm glad you're cool. We can't even shit at school, man. She'd always buy me something I like ice cream, and I would just spill the beans because I'd be so happy to be eating ice cream. She'd be like, man, what else? I'd be like, yeah, they don't let us shit at school, and I'll be having the shit so bad. And it be hurting my stomach sometimes, but I make it happen, too. My mom was like, what? And went to that school. And then by the end of the meeting, I was allowed to shit in the teacher's lounge. That was a game changer.
Dang.
I was allowed to, and I used to blow that bitch up too. Walk out there. Yeah, man. I used to shit in the teacher's lounge. Sure did. Thanks, Mom.
Wow. So what did the teachers saying to you, like?
One teacher tried to whistle blow me in front of the class. She was like, she said I was acting up. She was like, don't make me tell everybody why your mama was up. I'm like, all right, whoa, bitch, don't do that. Yeah, she did that. I was like, all right, cool. I was like, well played, bitch. Well played. Yeah, man.
Were you a class clown?
Yes.
Like, okay.
Bro, you know me, man. You know damn well I was a class clown. Bro.
I assume. I did put in the comments on a video of yours, and I was like, man, I bet you CP was the most fun person to be with in after school. And then somebody commented on that, was like, yeah, and then like we're saying different roasts that you did in after school.
Yeah, bro. I was an animal, bro. I was an animal, bro, because I was the only child. So like, sending me to school was like releasing me to other kids. And it was like, hell yeah. I hung with adults all day. So I got adult humor, and I brought that to the kids who weren't really getting that kind of adult humor. Bro.
Yeah.
Bro, I was a legend, dog. A fucking legend, bro.
Were you a class clown everywhere? Did you go to like Sunday school or like
everywhere. Every job I ever had, I was just fooling until I started doing comedy for real. Then I kind of relaxed now because I had an outlet. You know what I'm saying? But like before that, bro, I was just like, I don't know. I had a lot to prove, I guess. You know what I'm saying? I've been through so much bullshit in my life. It was just easy to just make everything funny.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I just was on that. Like, yeah, every joke. I couldn't, I used to laugh at old people, retarded people. I didn't give a fuck. Midgets, nigga. I was laughing at everything. And I was making fun of everything. I was just heartless.
Yeah.
But I had to grow into having compassion as an adult. But as a kid, bro, like, I didn't give a fuck. And that's like a scary mindset to be in. I look at these young niggas who be out here killing shit, and I'm like, I get it.
Right.
Because if I was a thug, nothing would be important to me, not even life.
Right.
Because that's how much of a clown I was.
Got you.
But it was so funny. I was super funny. I would never play myself for the joke, but nothing was serious to me.
Yeah, I never seen like you roast somebody and then they pout afterwards.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm so good at it,
like
bro,
I feel like
if I roast a nigga, they gonna laugh because it's gonna be so original. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be like, what?
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I don't really do it to hurt feelings. But you know, I used to skip school, bro, and go roast with the seniors and the juniors and shit. Straight up. Not skip school, skip class. So like, I remember in 9th grade I had like over 60 absences in Spanish.
Jeez.
60 absences. 60 no call, no shows. Nigga, I was gone.
Damn.
But of course it accumulates, right? Over a semester, 3-4 times a week. I don't give a fuck about, bro. I know adults. Most of my friends was grown.
Right.
None of them speak Spanish. What the fuck am I doing in Spanish class? I'm never gonna speak Spanish.
Yeah.
In my mind.
It might be a flex now. Imagine if you just like spoke fluent Spanish now.
Well,
it'd be
nigga,
kind of
imagine
crazy.
if I could tap dance too. I had a lot of bullshit going on. You know what I'm saying? That could have definitely added to my repertoire. If I was in that motherfucker, once upon a time in Tootin' Town. You know what I'm saying? Like, but that ain't happen like that. You know what I'm saying?
You ever hear Gallagher talk about taking tap dancing classes?
Bro, Gallagher, man.
He was like, I just felt it was so boring when I walked from one side of the stage to the other side of the stage. So then I took a tap dance class. It wasn't going fast enough. So then I took another tap dancing class. Now I'm in 2 tap dancing classes.
Bro, yeah, that nigga's hilarious. When last time you saw Gallagher?
I think didn't he pass away?
Oh, I thought they like keep replacing Gallaghers. Like they keep giving us new Gallaghers.
He said he gave his old act to his brother, and then he said because he was doing state fairs.
Yeah.
And then he was like, the state fairs in the smaller states he didn't want to do no more, so he would send his brother as Gallagher too, and he would do his old act. But then he said his brother started stealing his new act, and so then he had to cut him off. It's
man, fuck his brother, man. Why would you, nigga? He put you on with an act,
right? But think if they really rocking with you at the Idaho State Fair or something, and then now you coming back as Gallagher too, they probably finishing his punchlines.
Yeah,
they probably like, you know what I'm saying? Oh, now he gonna smash the water. You know what I'm saying? It's probably not
that's
as
what he
fun.
does, though, bro. Don't nobody know what Gallagher look like, nigga. Smash the fruit. Like that, bro. He could be out here right now, a whole new Gallagher, nigga. It's new 4 Tops, nigga. I don't know these niggas. Like, man, who gives a fuck, nigga? Like, nigga. Who cares, nigga? Come on, man.
There are new 4 Tops.
It's new 4 Tops, bro. Don't nobody ever talk about that.
I like that the 4 Tops was like, we gonna dance, but only above the waist. We not moving our legs.
Yeah.
We just out here like, and the crowd was probably like rocking
nigga,
with it. And then it was
they
like,
were the tops, nigga. The tops of the bodies, nigga. Nigga, they not the 4 bottoms. These niggas are tops. These niggas was tops. Niggas the 4 tops, nigga.
The Temptations came out. It's like, boy, they running around the mic.
Yeah,
they trying the 4 Tops right
yeah,
now.
They are, nigga. 4 Tops is like, jokes on them. We could do this sitting down. We got these all night. 4 Tops come out in a wheelchair. Like, who's that?
Oh, man.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Damn. Shout out to that dude, man.
Yeah, who is that dude?
Damn. Son, where'd you find this? Shout out to the dude who got the voice, man.
Come on.
How you get in I want to get one of my homies in the voice acting, man. I got a homie who sound like a robot, nigga, since we was kids.
Yeah?
Just like this. You be like, nigga, why? I don't know. I'm like, nigga, goddamn.
No Robo.
No Robo. No Robo. That's funny. Yeah, that's funny.
I think he you just gotta put him in something.
Yeah.
You just gotta start, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, somebody hear his voice and whatnot.
Yeah, and get him going. Hell yeah. Yeah, man. Fuck it. I got my special dropping.
Come on, man. Let's talk about it.
May 18th. It's called Sunday After 6.
Okay.
You know, I think it's dope, man. I think that this set in particular, I was watching it yesterday because I watch it every time I post it. I got to watch it to see if I see through other people's eyes. I don't know if you do that. Like, if I send a text, I got to read it, act like I'm them. You know what I'm saying? Like, in my mind or else, I don't, whatever. Anyway, so I was watching it, and what I realized is that the difficult part about putting a special out is that I get funnier every day. And so that's just as funny as I was that day. And I get funnier every single day, so it's hard for me to be like, but it's a really good, cohesive piece of work that has a through line.
Dope. And
so it's so hard to have a special that has callbacks like this one does and a through line. You know, like every joke is positioned the correct way. And so, you know, of course, the difficult part is that I have to practice these jokes so people see these jokes because I've done them. And then I made it so the special version is not the album version. It's the concert version.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, like, you know, to me, the concert version is always like funny. I mean, like better than the album version. Like, they at the concert, they sung it 1,000 times. Now they starting to go crazy with it. Remember when DMS had the my dog's gone, your dog's gone,
yeah,
and then we gone. It's like, nigga, you came up with that after the fact. We already had the, you know, stop, drop,
yeah,
shut them down, open up. So you turn it into my dog's gonna stop, your dog's gonna drop, and then we go. You know what I'm saying? It's like, that's the concert version.
Now they're like,
why, baby? You know what I'm saying? It's like, bruh, so that's what I'm proud of, man. It's like I took these jokes to a level that made them special for the special. And then there's stuff that people never heard that's on the special that was only kind of saved for the special. Got you. And so that's dope too. Yeah, man. Like, I started dropping clips today, actually. You know, yeah, man. It's just it's a beautiful thing, man.
Where's it gonna live?
So, it lives on a platform called Veeps. I don't know if you heard of Veeps.
Oh yeah,
yeah. So they do like concerts and they partner with Ticketmaster and Live Nation, so that on the 18th, if you get your ticket, it'll be like a Ticketmaster ticket that you get in a live event and all of that. And then it's gonna live up there for about 60 days, and then we go to TVOD.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dope.
So,
dope.
You know, that's just like I'm excited, man. I feel like everybody's gonna see it, and I want to get it out because I have 2 more to shoot like this year.
Let's go.
So
a
trilogy. You feel me? So, you know, I just.
Or are they not connected? Are they like?
They're not connected.
Got
you. It's interesting. Like they're not connected, but in the way that Raw and Delirious are connected,
right?
I think that I need to bring a character from the first one into the second one somehow, and just tell a new story with that character, similar to how he did.
Right. I never thought about that. I guess he does his father again.
Yeah.
With the
Yep. And then like, so when he talk about his dad, the whole crowd be like, "Oh, here we go."
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Same thing with Mudbone. You know what I'm saying? With Richard Pryor. Like, so, you know, I think that that's an important component. But I really like the special too because similar to Live and Smoking, like Pryor did the small club specials and the big specials too. Right?
How do you feel about Live and Smoking?
Well, I mean, it wasn't his best work, but it was some of his more honest work.
Yeah.
I think that it was the most rough around the edges him. I think that it was interesting, bro. Like, halfway through, I'm watching, I'm like, damn, is this nigga bombing a little bit?
Yeah.
But he's not. I think that he kind of created the space to where people can be in awe and just be like, what?
Right.
And so, like, the shock factor was just kind of like, I don't care if y'all laugh at it or not.
I bet it was jarring for people if they saw it then, because they're just used to showbiz being perfect, and perfection, and you know, sticking the landing, and you know, like that's like the opposite of what they were just taught and brought up to see. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm surprised you use that as a reference just because I feel like it's notoriously kind of put in a box of
everybody's worst one from him.
Yeah.
But I think that it's interesting because it's art.
Yeah.
Right? And so, like, the most dope thing that you can do as somebody like that is to show imperfection. Because we associate him with the mark. Right? But you never see the person who is associated with the mark hit the mark or be about the mark. You just see the mark.
Right.
Like, no, like he had to grow. And I think that, you know, Eddie Murphy never put out a dud type of special. He never put out anything that wasn't like that.
It was, and they were big too. It was never like intimate. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I imagine his first album is in a club and it feels like he's in a club, you know, like, but yeah. So where'd you shoot the special?
I shot it in Atlanta.
Oh, dope.
Yeah.
Okay.
Shot it in
I think I remember this.
Man.
Yeah.
One of the markets that really rocks with my comedy. And I was gonna shoot it in DC, transparently, but I was shooting How to Die Alone in Canada, and we had a crazy snowstorm, and it knocked us off 11 days, and this is like in February, March.
Yeah. And
the special was to be shot in June, but those 11 days pushed our production back 2 weeks, and so that 2 weeks made me miss my mark, where we were supposed to rap, and then I was supposed to go shoot the special. I had to miss that mark on my venue in DC, and then Atlanta was my next option.
Dope.
And so I shot it there. I wanted to do an away game, not Detroit and not LA, because I wanted it to be like, I just felt like my comedy can connect, and I wanted to see an audience experience it like raw, like what?
Yeah.
What did he say? I think LA is used to my rhetoric. I think that Detroit is for sure used to how I am.
Sure.
But I think that to take this on the road and do this was important to me.
Dope.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, man. I'm excited for it. I'm definitely going to get my ticket.
Yeah,
Make sure y'all get your tickets.
Hell yeah, man. Please go to my page, Comedian CP on Instagram, and link in my bio. It's called Sunday After 6, man. Get that.
It's been an Inconsistent Podcast with Rob Haze. If you in Boston, come see me at the Wild Bull Tavern May 9th. Yeah. You got anything you want me to plug?
Man, I do got some dates, man. I'm gonna be at the Moscow Comedy Festival at the end of this month.
Hey.
In Idaho.
I did it last year. Yeah.
Yeah, man. I got a couple dates. What else? I can't think of any though. God damn. I got some bunch of shit coming up. Watch my page, man. Y'all see the dates.
Watch the page.
Watch the page, man. Follow me, subscribe. Comedian CP on YouTube and Instagram and everything. Peace. That shit is the shit, bro.
Man. They're the tops.
Man. They're the tops. Of course they wouldn't dance with the bottom, man.